First of all, thank you for giving me opportunity to share some of our research at the University of Bradford to this August gathering. I'm really honored today because I'm talking in the session which is chaired by two of my mentors, Professor Mahadik and Professor Trivedi. Both of them have mentored me for 15 years when I was working here. So to start with, I'm going to give you some brief idea about overall work, what we do at Bradford, little history about the work which we do at the Center for Pharmaceutical Engineering Science, and then some challenges, opportunities for academics, companies, and mainly students. What we can deliver, how innovation works. So the topic for my today's discussion is Effervescent. Effervescent is a engineering innovation, and it is mainly designed for sustainable manufacturing and process packaging of the material. To start with, so this is University of Bradford. Bradford is situated 200 miles north of England, London. This is a university campus. On a sunny day, you will find it like this, which are very few. In the UK, you won't find many sunny days. But if you are lucky to be in the UK on a sunny day, you will find something like this. This is our main building. What you can see on this side is our Center for Pharmaceutical Engineering Science. So I joined University of Bradford in 2008, but I was lucky to visit the university in 2005 on a short Royal Society visit for 3 months. Professor Peter York. Professor Peter York was professor of pharmaceutics that time, and he developed a novel technology which is PhD student. One in the middle was his PhD student. So what they were working on was development of particles for inhalation. It was a company project, sponsored project, and Hannah was a self-funded PhD student working on the same project at that time. And what Hannah did is, Hannah found out supercritical fluid technology, just designed and precipitated particles from CO2, and they observed that the surface properties of the fluid precipitated particles are superior compared to the milling, the particles obtained by milling. All of us know that most of the time, at least that time, the technology which was used for obtaining particles for inhalation was either spray drying or milling. But one important parameter for achieve higher deposition, annualized deposition is surface property, and the particles when they are
మీరు పెడతారా మీ కెమెరా పెట్టండి చూడండి
So previous. And what they observed was the supercritical particles, the particles when they are precipitated from CO2, they had excellent inhalation properties. Peter started a company with Hannah that was situated in the science park of the university. The company was Bradford Particle Design. This was started in 1994. And in 2001, Bradford Particle Design was sold to Therapeutics for $220 million. This was and almost till now till today. This is one of the major commercial success in the UK academics. So now Anna has started another company in US. He is part of Pharma, and Peter York has started another company on supercritical fluid, which is based on our campus, which is Mistake Pharma. But what happened is Peter York was a visionary leader. He was a visionary academic, and he established a center called as IPI, Institute of Pharmaceutical Innovation, in 2003. And I was lucky to visit and work with Peter York in 2005 and again in 2006 to do some research on particle engineering. And university was very kind to offer me professorship and I started in 2008. In 2008, there was, all of us know, the financial crisis started. We were going through a tough time, and it was decided that instead of spreading resources across the university, we should focus those on certain areas, and one of the areas which was identified was pharmaceutical engineering. And I was given opportunity to lead the center, and since 2010, I am leading the center called Center for Pharmaceutical Engineering Science. So what is Center for Pharmaceutical Engineering Science? I was interdisciplinary chair. I was the first interdisciplinary chair in the university, and my job was to bring together the two disciplines, life sciences or maybe pharmaceutical sciences and process and polymer engineering. We had two excellent centers. One was IPI, Institute of Pharmaceutical Innovation, and the other one which you can see on the right side is IRC, Interdisciplinary Research Center in Polymer Engineering. So Professor Greenfords and Professor York, they supported me in bringing these two together. And what we do, we study basic properties of the material, structure of the material, its performance, its properties, and we develop processes. And this materials engineering, material science pyramid, we work across all these. So for any project, for any work, we have a multidisciplinary team working together from pharmacy, chemical engineering, polymer engineering, as well as fundamentals of chemistry and physics. And we do some fundamental research, but our objective all the time is how can I translate this research to industry, what are the industrial problems, and how can I provide some service to the industry. So we do all this, we do process innovations, product innovations, process understanding, and try to provide this knowledge, translate this knowledge, transfer this knowledge to the industry, and we do a lot of company-based applied research on that in that area. So when we meet the company, what type of research and services we provide to the company starts from the formulation stage, where we do all solid state. Again, we are more focused around solid state rather than liquids. So we do provide all capabilities in pre-formulations for solid state, do formulation development, process development. This is our unique thing. We are good at process as well as product innovations. So because we have very good core team of engineers working with us. We have very good analysts, mainly spectroscopists, and we do process analytics. And we develop this long time, 10 years I started it, I thought that this is something which is coming up tomorrow. So we started with process analytics there. Our major area was hot melt extrusion because our engineering team was mainly in that. But slowly we provide offer almost all unit operations. But apart from this, we thank you. We develop some innovative technologies. We do market search. We identify whether there is potential, commercial potential, and we invest from the university side to take the technology to certain stage and then co-develop it further with the companies or commercialize with the company. So this is our overall delivery plan, what we provide to the companies. I'm going to today focus around the innovation part where we work, and all of us know what is innovation. So in case of innovation, it is something which is new, innovative, new, but it may not be completely, totally new. It is perceived to be new. So it may be a product, it may be process, or any approach. And this is, I thought, 5 years back, 10 years back, that almost 5 years back, that universities, we are sitting on so rich resources is in terms of equipment capabilities, but along with that, the best brains in the country, excellent funding support we have compared to industries and academics. But where we fail, the total number of the quality of research we do, but translation wise, all of us struggle. And this happens because in academics, we struggle with the bureaucracy and lack of innovation management support provided by the universities. If you see the total data, this year, one of my PhD student in management I did on innovation management, almost 90% universities make losses on whatever investment we do. And the losses are significant, and those are the investments on innovation, not research. Few universities who make money, they make money on 1 or 2 breakthrough innovations. Not 80%, 90% of patents which we file cannot be commercialized. So these are the challenges. There is a clear report which we are currently writing, and it will be published soon on innovation management. And so I focused on innovation management. Sorry. So from innovation, so we generate lot of ideas. Generating ideas and presenting ideas or protecting ideas is, if we see the number of patents which we are filing, but how much impact we can achieve is really limited. And why it happens? One thing which is the most important thing is lack of awareness in the academics. Many times we protect something which we should not have protected, and we publish something which we should not have published. This is lack of awareness in academics because we do not get enough training on IP awareness training. This is the first step. And still, I will say in India, there is very good awareness about IP compared to what we see in the other countries. Lack of interdisciplinarity. The translation requires interdisciplinarity because the problems are interdisciplinary. We keep on focusing on single discipline, and that is, in my opinion, in my experience, that is the major drawback where we struggle with achieving impact or translating the innovation. No doubt, bureaucracy, it may be in the companies also now. Initially, I used to think that bureaucracy is only in the universities, but bureaucracy is also in the companies. Bigger are the organizations, bigger are the bureaucracies. So I generally work nowadays with smaller companies because bureaucracy can be bypassed to some extent, decisions can be made faster, no doubt impact can be limited. And in terms of academics, we have our metrics. We do not take academics with just innovation. If somebody comes and says that I am filing patents, I have innovation capability, our selection criteria is so rigid. We need how many grants you have written, how many publications you have done. That itself is one major challenge. So lateral entries are more important, and innovation management support overall in the universities is important. And I think on that front, in India, we have very good opportunity to develop further. So now I will go to the next part, how I went to the innovation, how I studied about it, how I learned, what I learned through the journey. So in 2005, when I visited Bradford, I started doing some research here around solid dispersions, hot melt extrusion. But in Bradford, I used to sit with PhD students all the time, and Dave Berry, sorry, Dev Berry was a PhD student that time, working on, he's a chemist, and he was working on co-crystal. I didn't know the word co-crystal, term co-crystal. He introduced me. I always remember, if I would not have met Dev, I would not have gone through co-crystals. And what is co-crystal? Co-crystal is a multi-component crystalline system where a drug and a co-former, generally co-former is an inert entity, but now there are drug-drug co-crystals also. It is co-former is solid in nature, and these two components form hydrogen or halogen bond. A non-covalent bond is formed between the two, and you get a new crystalline entity generated, which we call as co-crystal. Very simple aspect. And what is its advantage? When are we going to do co-crystals? First thing, whenever you get a solid, first to enhance solubility, we will think about salt. If it is ionic in nature, we'll go for a salt. But if it is neutral in nature, either you can go for a solid dispersion, amorphous state, or you can go for a co-crystal. In case of amorphous state, the major drawback is it has stability issue. It will revert, devitrify, you will get crystalline state again. So co-crystal is advantageous, but no doubt it has its challenges also because of the synthon which is required. You need to get hydrogen bond site or halogen bond site. So there are number of patents and publications you will see for in last 20 to 30 years. The major research in co-crystal has been done or originated in Hyderabad University. Professor Desiraju is the, we can say, father of modern crystal engineering. So Hyderabad, Desiraju, Professor Nangia, now Malla Reddy, these are the people who have established this field. And where exactly companies or researchers were trying to work on co-crystal, the major focus was how can we improve solubility of drugs. The very well studied examples are carbamazepine saccharin, and it worked very well. It was it enhances solubility, apparent solubility of the material. Dissolution rate increases faster. Then there was a very strong group in Cambridge led by Professor Bill Jones. Bill Jones shown first time that just by grinding, just by take the mortar and pestle, take drug and co-former, triturate it, or add small amount of solvent and triturate it, you will get a new crystalline phase. This was really the main contribution of Bill Jones. Then he had taken it further to ball milling, a small ball mill he used. Now Tomislav Friskik, he is using it or extending it further. So what Bill Jones showed? Bill Jones showed first time that you can improve compressional properties of a drug by forming co-crystal. Why? Because slip lines are generated in the crystalline structure of, and he has taken the best example of paracetamol, the worst difficult compressible material, and with some acids, he has shown that you can get paracetamol co-crystal, which is better compressible. But for me, the most important application which he showed is caffeine. So what Bill Jones showed is, if you the caffeine has one tendency, it absorbs, takes moisture, and it goes into hydrate form. Bill Jones showed that if you use acid, oxalic acid, any carboxylic acid, the site of where the water molecule interacts can be blocked by acid, and you can prevent formation of hydrate. And I really read this paper, and something came to my mind later. Now, the main thing in 2008, 6, when I went again and I was reading about co-crystal, that time no co-crystal was on the market. There was nothing commercial. Sorry. Previously, the first drug which came to market as a co-crystal is sacubitril valsartan sacubitril co-crystal. It is a co-crystal. It is a salt. Sorry, salt also. It provides enhanced stability and solubility. It is entrustol or something. It is on the market, but this has come in 2021 or 22. But before this, there was no official co-crystal on the market. And what was the main problem which I tried to understand is how to manufacture, how to scale up co-crystal was the major challenge. There was fantastic understanding from chemistry, but from engineering or manufacturing point, there were challenges. Now you can manufacture co-crystal, produce co-crystals by using any of the solution-based techniques. The most of the work which is reported is solution crystallization. And in solution crystallization, the challenge is one of the components, there are impurities generated in the solution crystallization. No doubt now there are pure co-crystals also, you get it, but yield is also low. Amount of solvent required is significantly high. Then there are supercritical fluid also can be used, but supercritical fluid itself has limitation. From scale-up point of view, it is too expensive. There are sonocrystallization, spray drying. So there are a number of solvent-based techniques. The first technique which was reported, which was green technique, solvent-free technique, was this simple technique reported by Bill Jones from Cambridge lab. Then slurry sonication. Another study which in our university, Nick Blackden and his student Dave Berry used to do was Koffler technique. So what do they do in Koffler technique? Just take on a slide the drug and co-former, put it side by side, and start on a hot stage microscope, start hitting the things, and you will see at the interface, you will get co-crystalline phase. So this is good from screening point of view. And I saw this technique and trituration technique or ball milling technique. Ball milling has limitation that the energy, providing energy to the particles is not uniform. You will not get 100% product easily, conversion easily, and scale up wise it is difficult. And when I saw these techniques, we were very good at hot melt extrusion. And what we did is, if I think most of you must have used hot melt extruder, but if you have not used, it is a simple technique where there is a heated barrel and rotating screws in that. So these screws, these are the mixing devices, energy providing devices, and it is a temperature can be tailored, and you are going to feed in the drug and the co-former to this. And in 2009, we did this work. And what happened? For the first time, so drug and co-former will pass at one end and you will get direct co-crystals at the other end. This was first continuous manufacturing technique for co-crystals we reported. I was highly excited. We filed patent. No doubt, after our filing in 3 or 6 months, Amgen also published it. Amgen was that time working on a molecule. So my joy was very short-lived. In 3 months' time, I realized somebody else is working, but still it was good work for academic sector. The advantage is whatever goes in comes out. So 100% yield, pure co-crystal you can get. This was the first co-crystal which I prepared. So in other words, we are using the extruder as a reactor for solid state reaction, for conversion of drug and co-former into co-crystal. And we can change energy. The reaction can be tailored by changing the amount of energy which you provide, and temperature and shear in the system can be tailored by designing your screw geometries. And the technology which was developed first, it is solvent-free technique. There is no solvent involved at all. It is scalable. Yield is high. It is 98 to 100% yield was there. Mainly stoichiometric control. This is one of the challenge in co-crystal manufacturing. Certain co-crystals are generated at different stoichiometry, but you can control those. There is chance that because you are generating it from the melt phase, there are chances that you may get new co-crystal, and it can be completely monitored throughout the manufacturing process. Process analytical techniques can be used. And the most important thing, because extruders are also used as granulators, you get agglomerated form of co-crystal. So the particles which we are generating can directly be compressed also. This is the first co-crystal which I produced, and we published it in 2010. So this is pure ibuprofen, which shows you.
Professor Paradkar, 5 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Product. It contains active molecule, some effervescent agent, which is acid and alkali. Add it to water, CO2 is released. But the problem is, if you look at the product seems to be very simple. The challenge is when you start manufacturing it, even at 40 to 50, our regular GMP condition is 40 to 50% RH. At that pH, the reaction starts, and once reaction starts, the next molecule of water will be released, and if you see how much cost it you will incur. Suppose if we are starting with 85%, consider we are in Chennai, 85% RH, no doubt Chennai temperature will not RH even. It costs you, consider $3. It will be four times that will be required to bring dehumidify the air. So dehumidification cost is significantly high. And then you need packaging material, which is plastic containers or highly resistant aluminum will be required. So what we did, we have taken these, first to understand what is happening, we have taken a simple dynamic vapor sorption measurement. What is dynamic vapor sorption? Just we have taken the material. It is on a microbalance in a humidity chamber. It will equilibrate, and you will get a vapor sorption. Now you can see citric acid. If you take citric acid and hang it in the humidity chamber, you will see that at 60 to 70%, it absorbs around 35% moisture. It is highly hygroscopic. But sodium bicarbonate itself is not taking any moisture, and it takes only 0.3% humidity. But take the mixture of these two, and between 40 to 50% RH, which is our GMP manufacturing condition, it will take less than 0.5% moisture, but the reaction starts. And as soon as reaction starts, you can see it is a gravimetric technique. Weight loss is there, CO2 is released. This is something what is happening on our floor when we are doing manufacturing. This is citric acid. Then what we did is we have just blocked citric acid moisture absorbing sites with another coformer. Take example of nicotinamide. We blocked it with nicotinamide, and you can see now the citric acid, which was absorbing 35% moisture, absorbs only 0.2% moisture. So now citric acid has become, in a co-crystal form, has become non-hygroscopic. Next slide. And when we prepared effervescent mixture with that, instead of weight loss, you do not see any weight loss between 60 to 70% RH. Now you can manufacture effervescent product at ambient conditions without any hygrothermal control. And we use the trade name Effershield for that. Next slide. Now, what are our competitors on the market? The two major competitors are Effer soda. What is Effer soda? There are two techniques. One is topogranulation and one is Effer soda. What is Effer soda? Both the techniques use particulate level barrier generation. In Effer soda, on the surface of sodium bicarbonate, there is layer of sodium sesquicarbonate is generated. In case of topogranulation, on the surface of citric acid, a layer of sodium citrate is formed, and thereby there is barrier generated. But even this particulate barrier does not allow you to process anything without humidity control. You have to dehumidify air to around 20 to 15 to 20% moisture, and your product has to be packed in highly moisture resistant containers. Whereas in case of Effershield, we have brought a molecular level barrier, and that is why it is more efficient, and you can now manufacture it under ambient conditions. So we filed patent in 2014. It was granted in 2019. We have two trademarks protected. One is in Effershield for Pharma and Nutra, and Effershine for cleaning and cosmetics. We have know-how. The main thing which we have overcome is how to manufacture co-crystals. We now manufacture co-crystals to the level of 250 to 400 kilograms per day. Really, to do these things, I was supported by no doubt funding agencies, my university, but most important are the companies. Two companies have taken risk. One is Octopoda Innovations, who hold our patent, and Health Innovations, who are our manufacturing partners for nutritional supplement. And they have invested now, it was figured out 4 years back. By now, around 3 to 4 million pounds have been invested on this by company, and around 1 million pound from government side. Next slide. You can see what happens. This is if you manufacture effervescent tablet under ambient conditions, in 12 hours, you can see it collapses completely. Effershield remains as it is because it is stable. So you do not need any dehumidification. So significant reduction in carbon footprint of dehumidification. Next slide. Now we have, because you might have seen there are a number of patents on even from steer also, how CO2 loss is reduced. In the total CO2 losses are reduced. Uh, but in case of effervescent, in a Effershield, CO2 loss is almost 0% to 2% during manufacturing. So we can manufacture now Effershield in different forms and can pack it in paper packaging also. This is one of the major impact of Effershield. So effervescent products were introduced in 1910. Seltzer. The next innovation in packaging came as from cork to screw cap bottle. 1960s, polymers flooded the market and the polymeric plastic containers came. In the cap, there is silica gel, so your cap is not recyclable. But now in 2022, we introduced first time home compostable paper packaging for effervescent products. So you can manufacture our products without.
Sir, please conclude.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Absolutely 2 minutes. And these can be packaged in paper compostable packaging. And currently, the first products we introduced are in the eco cleaning market, which is a low barrier market. And here you can see all our cleaning agents at home, glass cleaner, all-purpose cleaners. Every month we have to buy the bottles. Instead, globally we use 29 billion bottles of these. Next slide. And these contain surfactants, very difficult to manufacture. And what we have on the market now, next slide please, these are the effervescent products which are take home this tablet, add to a bottle, add tap water, and your cleaning solution is ready. This is already launched in the UK. We are launching in Europe and US now. So this is the product on the market. Thank you.